Hi there, Sagittarius, and welcome to Intuitive Eternal Lights. My name is Raven. Today we're going to do a 10 Celtic Cross reading, and this is a general reading. And so we're going to start by clearing the air. In Sagittarius, I want you to take the time, if you'd like, and ask some questions regarding this reading. All right. What's in store for Sagittarius? What's in store for Sagittarius? So your first card is the Magician. This is an excellent card. This is signifying that you have everything that you need to make things happen. And this card is who you are, the current. Let's set that there for right now. Now, the Magician card here is all about skill, originality, masterful execution, an original solution to a problem. And it's to accomplish something that for others would be very hard to do, almost impossible. So this is all about manifesting what you want, Sagittarius. All right. Let's move on to your second card. And this is what crosses you, or your obstacles. And you receive the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is all about understanding the value of hard work and investing toward long-term goals. And, you know, you're willing to work hard for the things that you want. And you may be frustrated that some things are taking a little too long to come to fruition, and your efforts will not be unrewarded, Sagittarius. But you must be patient, all right? And this card can represent Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's an earth sign, whereas the Magician is Mercury. And it talks about, it's all about how you communicate to the universe. This card is saying that you're diligent and you really pay attention to every little detail. And whatever you do is a labor of love for you. I get art, something really creative, videos. You tend to have attention for perfectionism, and your hard work is paying off right now. Let me set that right there. Now, the Magician is all about manifesting and trying to create your reality, but the Seven of Cups is all about hard work, and it's not just gonna come into fruition just by daydreaming about your goals, because the Seven of Pentacles tells us that to be successful, we're going to have to invest some effort and work to make our dreams come true. Now, bringing both of these cards together, it's a clear intent that you're going to have long hours and days of hard work, but you're going to accomplish what you set out to do, whatever it is, Sagittarius. So this outlook so far is good. All right, so let's move on to your third card, which talks about what crowns you. And this is the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups can be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It can also indicate yourself. This is all about you're feeling really sensitive and intuitive, And you've attuned yourself to the emotions, the emotional needs of others. And you're open spiritually and are moved by tragedy and the beauty of life. And you're never really reacting harshly against other people. You always seem to have a kind word for all. And this is also talking about, if you look at this queen, she's calm. There's water around her. She's has serenity, and she's trying to fulfill this cup here, whatever it is. Now, the Queen of Cups could also be somebody else in your life that is helping you out. And they're very compassionate, caring, and sensitive. And they connect with people on an emotional level. So people enjoy this honesty and the fairness. And she can be guiding you to find help from others. And like I said, this is usually a female figure. I want to say light complexion, very emotional. And this is signifying that her intuition is very powerful. And she wants you to see yourself in a new light. And wants you to trust your inner voice that you have within. Take time to focus also on your emotional health before trying to help others. And make sure you give yourself some self-love and compassion to yourself. All right? Now, Sagittarius, we're going to move to your next card, which is your root card, and you receive the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands could be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius like yourself. And more than likely, this is also you. And it's talking about how you had an important milestone. And you reached your level of confidence. And you're really self-assured. Not only have you reached your goals, but others have taken notice of what you've done, and don't let guilt stand in the way of your success. So this is victory, public recognition, progress, self-confidence, rewards, good news, good fortune, and that is underneath you, Sagittarius. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to just set it right here. I'm feeling that this Six of Wands can also indicate that you are in a great relationship and it's stable and you're sharing your success with your partner and you're riding high on your achievements and your goals together. Now, you're very supportive of each other, and this is a great thing for you. You're having a really good time. You're traveling. You're seeing a whole new life right now, Sagittarius. Now, if you're single, the Six of Wands could indicate that your dream partner is about to enter in your life. Now, this person is very confident and really successful, and they're going to put you on the pedestal that you so deserve, my beautiful Sagittarius. Now, also with money and career, this whole spread has been an indication that you've been working really hard. You've had some good people in the past helping you. I feel like this is a mother figure, a grandmother figure. So this is saying that you have all the success and victory, and this is also another good omen. And if you're in a business, this card would see you achieving a great level of success. Because you know what, Sagittarius, you also have been showing that you have wonderful enthusiasm. You have leadership. You have a drive that's incredible. And so enjoy the moment right now. But don't let it get to your head. Now, Sagittarius, we're going to move to your fifth card, which talks about your past. Now, you received the Seven of Wands. Now, because it's in the past, I'm thinking that this card is really representing you as when you were younger. And when you were younger, you did really work extremely hard, and you spent a lot of time and energy getting to where you are now. And also, maybe you were the favorite child when you were younger, and you're used to being the best. And so sometimes life changes and we can't rest on our past successes. For me, this also indicates that you needed to look after your health here. In the past, you weren't eating right. You weren't taking stock of your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. And it could mean that you reached a plateau of thought. So it might be a good idea for you in the past to have gotten out of your comfort zone here and see yourself come up on top. All right? Now let's move along to your next card, which is your sixth card, and we're talking about your future, and you received the Fool in reverse. Now, the Fool normally means upright, that you're about to embark on a new journey with a lot of optimism. But because it is in reverse, it is saying that you're holding back, you're indecisive, you're maybe reckless, and you may have made some bad choices in the past and taking some risks that you shouldn't have. I'll set that there. Now, the Fool represents free-spirited and in the moment, and saying that he isn't concerned about the future and can also be a little flaky. Now, his strength is his detachment and the ability to leave the past behind, and his wide-eyed nature allowing him to benefit from new experiences that others might miss or simply take for granted. Now, as I'm looking at the whole spread in general, right here, this card signified a happy relationship. This is what is underneath you. This is what you wanted, or this is what you got. And however, because you received the Fool in reverse, this is giving me the feeling that somehow there was some recklessness, some negligence, some type of distraction, some type of ignorance. The Fool reverse suggests that you may be living in the moment, but to such an extent that you literally are being a fool by disregarding the effects your actions have on others. With me, I am really feeling that this is really about a relationship, and this may not resonate with everybody, but I feel that you worked really hard on some type of relationship and your job and your career, and you're some type of artist, and this ended up in some type of divorce, or some type of separation. This could have been because you were being pushed to be in this relationship by another female, perhaps, I want to say a mother, and you kind of rushed into this relationship, which caused a lot of hurt and pain in your life for quite a while. This Fool here is indicating to me that you're not taking some type of relationship seriously, whether it's a romance relationship, a family member. I feel like it's a father, disregarding a father in some way. This card represents your desire also for independence. This card is indicating that you might really want to take a look at this relationship before getting any further, because this relationship is a risky relationship. This person that you're seeing right now is fun. They seem free. They have plenty of money. You're traveling, but it's also giving me some type of deception here because of this Fool. Now, it's saying also that don't start a new project right now. You have enough responsibilities. And this is a warning that you need to be wary of anything that sounds too good to be true, and that you simply don't recognize the potential danger right in front of you, Sagittarius. So be careful, my loves. All right, I know you're optimistic and beautiful creatures, my Sagittarians. But also, Sagittarius, real quickly, this also could be saying just to take caution when making financial decisions, and because there could be some promising opportunities awaiting, so tread carefully before committing to anything, because things might not be as they appear here. And be careful, because you're going to be a little bit more clumsier. So you could be more accident prone than usual. And if you're suffering with any type of health issues, this is a good time to try out alternative therapies. Or consider seeking out a new doctor if you've been unhappy with them. All right. All right, Sagittarius. We're going to move to the next section of your tarot reading. Let's give the cards a shuffle. And this is the 7th card, and this is all about your attitude, or the attitude you should have. All right. And you receive the Eagle King. All right. Now, the Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, even if you can't see where you're going, Sagittarius. The Eagle King soars high above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of fog. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers up towards the sun and releases them to the divine. They will be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. What a beautiful card for your attitude. Now, Sagittarius, we're going to move to your next card, which is your 8th card. And it speaks about your environment. And you receive self-confidence to create, taking a chance on, resulting from the impressiveness of it all. Leadership, do what you want. And this is in the sign of Leo. Let's set that there. This card in your environment, it talks about how we want to be out in the sun, having a great time, and like the king of the jungle, because it's in the sign of Leo here. And we want to remind ourselves to have a noble heart and, you know, a commanding presence and organizational skills of a king to motivate the population to stop having fun in the sun and prepare for the harvest. So it also is required acting skill to convince everyone to stop having fun and get down to work, was what they really wanted to do when was only what you wanted others to be doing. Does this sound like any rulers you know? So it's saying that the king bends to no one. All right, so that really means that you wanted to, you know, be the king in your environment, which all of us want to do and everything, but we wanted to get everybody back to work and still kind of laze around while the others do the work. And that could have been the environment you wanted or the environment that you're in right now. So you might be the leader right now, and just be careful because others can see through this. And you're usually a hard worker anyway, Sagittarius. So roll up your sleeves and contribute and pitch in with the others, because everybody loves a leader that can do that. All right. Now we're going to move on to your 9th card, which speaks about your hopes and fears, Sagittarius. Your hopes and fears. Sagittarius, hopes and fears. I bury myself and work to forget you. Sagittarius, now your hopes and fears about burying yourself at work to forget someone. This is an indication about what happened in the past to you, Sagittarius. And when you're faced with stressors outside of work, such as relationship issues, you can bury yourself in a job instead of dealing with them head on. Even if you don't have any pressing deadlines, you still choose to stay late at the office past working hours. Long hours have become a habit regardless how tired you are. So you can work yourself to the bone and get home and just drag yourself into bed and just go to sleep so you can't think about this anymore. Now, I know that we wish that we had a memory reset button at some point or another. So, like embarrassing moments that we don't want to recall or painful experiences that we wish we could move on. And maybe perhaps the most challenging of all is the people we so desperately want to erase. The ones who've let us down, left us feeling rejected, caused deep heartache and pain, or even just the ones we can't get out of our head and it's driving us crazy. Okay, yeah, there is no magic switch to turn off these thoughts, but that doesn't mean that there aren't some effective steps that you can take to banish them. So, here are some of them, and you know, sometimes we're just torturing ourselves with these thoughts, and you know, you have to make time to process your feelings. And I know you want them out of your mind, so the first step can feel counterintuitive. But it's a warning, you know, before you get any further. Burying your feelings and they don't go away, they're just hidden below the surface. So realistically, there's only so long we could ignore our emotions, and any attempt to hide from them has a habit of becoming back at a later date and biting you in the you know where. Now, Sagittarius, our hopes and fears, as much as we want to avoid pain, it's already upon us. We have to give ourselves permission to feel it. And I know it sucks, but if you were hoping that erasing someone from your life is going to erase the pain, you're going to be feeling pretty bad about that, because there is a big difference between creating space to feel and express your emotions and wallowing or indulging in them. So this can be destructive. So go ahead and take the time and get in touch with your feelings, and what are your hopes and fears for the future, and just get some re-clarification for yourself. All right, Sagittarius? Sagittarius, we're going to move to your next card, and this is your outcome. What is the outcome for our wonderful, lovely, optimistic Sagittarians? Right. Love. Wow. Set that there. So, Sagittarius, this love card is talking about letting go of your limiting beliefs about love. Now, your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. And you're at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability and your sensitivity and fear, in particular, your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and the ability to care deeply. Start seeing how great life is and be willing to connect to others. And if you have been holding on to the past pain, then it's time to acknowledge, feel it, move on. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good. Whenever you see people loving each other, and know this is coming. Know this is coming to you in the form of love of a lifetime or an incredible relationship. You need to ask yourself some questions here. What does your heart look like? Is it cold, frozen, and dark? Or is it full of warmth, light, and sweetness? If it's cold and gray, imagine melting the coldness with yellow light. Who do you need to communicate with so that your heart can heal? Imagine that person in front of you now. and say what you need to share without holding back. Now step into their shoes and answer back from the highest place within you. Give yourself permission to experience an open heart. And every time you want to close your heart, take some deep breaths and choose to keep it open, even if it hurts. That's a beautiful message for you, Sagittarius. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope some of it resonated with you. If it did, please like, subscribe, or share this video with someone else. Again, Sagittarius, thank you for your time. Love you. Bye.